Is anybody else having trouble with this stream? For some reason, I just plugged my Ethernet into my wall, and like my internet's garbage. We got flash flood warnings over here. I'm in Houston right now. We got that tropical storm hitting us today, but the show must go on, you know. Ooh. Alright, let's do a speed test here. We should be good. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, I don't know why. Man, I had to disconnect. Now we're good. We should be rolling now. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why. So it's like if you have your Wi-Fi and your Ethernet cord plugged in, for some reason they go to your Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is garbage up here. So as soon as I disabled my Wi-Fi and just let my Ethernet work, we're good, bro. Yeah, I'm running at like... Yeah, I'm running at like 400 megabits per second up here, man. I don't know why. OBS. There we go. Hey, we're back. We're good now. Like I said, I fixed it. Sorry guys, I don't know what was wrong with that. I was about to panic. But yeah, we're actually running at like 200-300 megabits per second and like 48 upload speed. There we go. We're back. Alright. Yeah, we're back. Alright guys, let's take a look. Alright. Man, is today really this boring? It's a Monday, man. Mondays aren't supposed to be this boring. Wow. This sucks. Like literally nothing's moving. Nothing, man. Cub. Wow. This is the slowest volume day in a long time. Wow. Nothing. Wow. Alright, maybe we got some cheaper penny stocks. Maybe. Yeah, well, Deshaun over there with the Texans. Deshaun over there with the Texans. I mean, Deshaun Watson, he's good, but he was throwing interception after interception in yesterday's game. And so, you know, it is what it is. If you guys saw the Cowboys game was legit crazy. So right now I'm seeing NTN. We got ONTX gapping up some. We got like GVO maybe. ZOM, ACST gapping up with like really cheap stocks, but like it's a pretty boring day though, team. Wow. I mean, I don't see anything right now, to be honest. This is just a really, really boring day. Unfortunate, too. I'm looking for some stuff, guys, but man, maybe AXGT. I'm trying to build a watch list, but dude, it is just a slow day. Trying to look at what our Discord's usually got some okay watches, but I see the SPY is down. ORCO maybe. Alright. Oracle is worth a watch. But man, very dull day, guys. This is the slowest day I've seen in a while. I'm gonna watch VXRT. Even though it's down, it's still worth a watch. It's just voluminous enough to be worthwhile. But yeah, we got a really slow day today, team. So just giving you a heads up in advance. Wait, I thought I switched the thumbnail for this. Why is it the old thumbnail? Man, I switched the thumbnail for this, dude. Okay. Well, that's stupid. I changed the thumbnail. Why is it doing that now? Whatever. Alright, well, Carol's gonna be back on stream today. My bad, guys. But yeah, kind of a slow day right now, dude. There's nothing that looks good. Man, the volume has been so terrible the last few days, guys. Let me know what you guys think. What's up, Zanos? What's up, Annette? Nola? What's up, bro? Trader T. Good morning. Nicola Bankrupt. Yeah, NKLA. I don't know, man. We'll watch this one too, but whew. Terrible day, guys. Maybe JE? NTN maybe? But, be careful today, because this sucks. Slow day. No, it's alright. Like, I made myself a new thumbnail, though, with my Carol's gonna be on stream today. Again. So, I tried to make a new thumbnail for that, but for some reason, YouTube didn't finalize me uploading that. G and US. Yeah, we can watch G and US. But it's just a really dull day today, guys. And it's not just me. I mean, it's just what we got moving today. It's just not good, you know. We'll find some stuff, but maybe a crossover on NTN. It just needs to set up. But man, just a really dull, slow day, guys. There's just not much really moving today, unfortunately. I'm looking for stuff. I just don't see anything. If you guys see anything that I missed, let me know, because I don't really see anything that looks good right now. Yeah, man. Crazy how bad today is. The volume is what's the slowest right now. So we got JE, ONTX, and NTN, and that's it. Yeah, I kind of agree with Ego right here, because I'm gonna watch VXRT2. That's really my 4 watches. Maybe ACST. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this list here, but it's just a really slow day. So we got JE, we got NTN, JE, ACST, and what was the other one? ONTX. And that's it. Boring. I'll post it, but not a good day. Oh, there you go. That's it. Yeah, well, she's on my thumb, but like, I was supposed to have a different watch list. Alright guys, so yeah, the market is down today. I don't even see anything I really like. There's nothing worthwhile of like we could look at NTNT or NTN, NTN. Yeah, we could look at NTN here, but like, guys, today sucks, man. So I am going to try to incorporate a new system and a new strategy into my trading, guys. If you did not catch the video I uploaded yesterday morning, I uploaded a new video. I'm going to post that link in a second if you want to see the 1 minute pullback strategy I'm going to be incorporating into my own system. We're looking at NTN, which I believe is buzz time here. Buzz time. This is NTN buzz time. They are higher after the company announced the sale of its entertainment and advertising assets for $2 million in cash. And so they're unlocking $2 million in cash by selling a part of their business, and they are gapping up from 199 to 238. Small float of 2.17 million. So even though it's not really setting up for the crossover play, this one does have some potential because the float is small and these low floaters can really rip up here. And so we'll watch it. over 250. I like 250. We could also look at like 225. So like this range right here between 225 and 250, that 25-cent range looks interesting. If we can break over the pre-market high, I'm looking at to 275, and then anything over that looks interesting too. But we got to get over these levels. It's a low float stock, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm not really seeing anything else, to be honest, with this. Nothing else looks good at all. We also have AXGT, which kind of looks good, but like volume's still very slow, very light, very boring. So we can look up AXGT news here as well. This is Axovant. Nothing new came out on this one, so not even any new catalyst for this one. We could still watch Kodak, KODK. I'm still gonna watch Kodak. Maybe we get the crossover reversal there. I'm not against that necessarily. We also have SAVA, which moved last week, and so even though these two are gapping down, they still got a lot of levels that we can follow, and there's still a lot of potential to ultimately be had there with these stocks. And so that is what I'm really looking at right now. The market is down today. The overall SPY and market itself is down. The SPY is at 324s. The low of pre-market is 324.65. Apple is down. I believe Tesla is up. So we're gonna watch VXRT, AXGT, SAVA, NTN, ONTX, and ACST, and that's about it. You know, we got a few little cheap penny stocks gapping up here. We're gonna watch those up. And that's about it. We also got Oracle, ORCL, which is gapping down now. And we can look up and see if this one has a catalyst too. And then we can just look at the overall market news in a minute. ByteDance aims for 60 billion TikTok valuation as WeChat ban is blocked. US joins global bid to carve up the internet with TikTok move. 60 billion for TikTok. The reported terms would have Oracle, which is ORCL, buying a 12.5% stake, and Walmart, WMT, taking a 7.5% stake in the popular video sharing app. The two companies' stakes would in total cost $12 billion if ByteDance valuation target is met. Yeah, and this is all quoting from Barron's.com. So yeah, that's the news for TikTok potentially. Oracle's down in the last 30-40 minutes, but we are gapping up for it. We can also look at Walmart because they are getting involved here as well with a potential 7.5% stake in TikTok. And so Walmart is up as well, even though the market is down. We do have NTN starting to move here a little bit. NTN is at 240 right now. We'll watch it over 250. We'll see about this range right here. And then, like I was initially saying, guys, if you guys want to see kind of the strategy I'm going to be implementing into my own trading system, I'll post this link. But yeah, pretty dull, boring, slow day. Not the best day for sure. Kind of a dumb, boring day, guys. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, if you want to see the strategy that y'all do me a favor. Y'all want to do me a huge favor? Hit the like button. Overpower the haters. I'm gonna hit the like button on this video right now. Do it right now. And then also, go watch that new strategy link and then hit the like button there. Don't leave the stream. You can stay on the stream. Just open it up in a new window. You know, watch the video. Watch it all the way through. Hit that like button, and I appreciate it. All right, but yeah, NTN, we're watching it. We got ZOM, which 10 cents. I don't know, man. These are just not really my style. We got AXGT, which kind of looks okay, but not really that good either. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you, team. I appreciate that. Somebody else asked me, they said they wanted me to put up a market clock. And so I got you. I'm going to put up a clock. So we got a few stuff to watch today, but nothing really great. And we'll see what we get. NTN's really the only one that kind of looks halfway decent. Let me see if they got a market clock here. They should. Here's the clock. Let's see if they let me detach it. There it is, clock. Oh, there we go. We got it. Look at that. Look, we could throw this clock up somewhere. Oh, we could throw this clock up, right? Let me create some space here. Alright, we got that. Throw that clock up right there. Does that work? There you go. PIC has a good range of movement. Yeah, we can take a look at PIC. My wife Carol's gonna be joining us here today. Yeah, PIC's solid. Piccadilly. Hey, it's Piccadilly, dude. This is like my favorite Cajun restaurant. Piccadilly is a public company? What? This is a Cajun restaurant. At least it's not a Cajun necessarily. I don't think it's Cajun. But man, who knew? I thought Piccadilly was a Cajun restaurant. Maybe it's just a like Luby's. I gotta look this up now. Who knew? Yeah, the chain began in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, look at Piccadilly expanding up here, man. Look at that. Headquartered in Baton Rouge, cafeteria style dining restaurant. It's mostly Cajun food. If you go there, like if you go to Piccadilly, I went to the original one in Baton Rouge when I was a kid. Dude, they got good red beans and rice and cornbread. They got good catfish. They got Cajun food. They got crawfish etouffee. They got all that good stuff, man. Piccadilly's super fire. But who knew they were public though? When did that happen? Sorry guys, y'all just made me excited looking at Piccadilly. I'm never gonna short it. Never ever gonna short it. This is my childhood restaurant right here. Who knew they were public? That's the crazy thing. Bro, you don't like Cajun food? Wrecked? Get out of here, bro. I'm gonna wreck you. Get out of here, bro. You know? You don't have to get out of here, I'm just saying. That's an expression to say, come on, man. You don't like Cajun food, bro? You don't like crawfish etouffee? You don't like red beans and rice, bro? You don't like catfish, dude? What are you talking about, bro? Get out of here with that negativity. You know? What's up, James? What's up, bro? Yeah, everybody go to Piccadilly right now, but Piccadilly is up, man. Look at Piccadilly, man. I'm surprised this is even still around. Luby's is bankrupt or closing down because, you know, don't nobody want to go to a cafeteria right now because of the corona, you know. The news on Piccadilly is that they had a pivotal second investment. Shares are trading higher amid the company updating their investor presentation, advocating for the acquisition of XL Hybrids and XL Hybrids founder appearing on CNBC on Friday. Interesting. No, it says Piccadilly Cafeteria. Wait, what? This isn't Piccadilly stock? I'm so confused, man. Now I gotta look this up. Nah, this is right. They're just called something else. They're called they're just called something else. But yeah, we're watching Piccadilly today. I gotta look this up. I don't know. We're watching it. I don't know why this was up. I guess this is when they got bought out. We got MARA showing up on the scans here. MARA is a crypto-related stock. What's Bitcoin doing at nowadays anyway? Hey, Bubba, you see that? Just for you, bro. I put the clock up, dude. There you go. Look, there's the clock right there. Yeah, I can day trade with Thinkorswim. That's not it. It says it is. Look at this. Why would they get my hopes up like that? Look, I type in PIC and you see what shows up. Piccadilly Cafeteria. Look, it's right there. I don't know, man. It says it's Pivotal Investment Corporation, which really doesn't sound like Piccadilly, but we'll see. We got NTN here as well. NTN. Yeah. Maybe Power Shares on Piccadilly. NTN is still in that range, though. We're watching it. Pivotal Investment Corp 2. PICZQ. Alright, so here's one, ZQ. I mean, I think it is Piccadilly. I don't know, man. It's so boring. I'm on a mission to find out where my childhood restaurant, what it's doing. Watch, I'm gonna show Carol this. She's gonna freak out. Hello? Alright, guys. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got Tesla is battery day. We got NTN starting to push up. I'm still watching JE. We got NTN starting to make its move up here, guys. We got NTN at 240s. What's up, Bubba the Best? Don Julio, or sorry, Don Julius. Mike Murphy, Stars, Sanny, Trader T. So Nikola, chief executive, has resigned. Let's look up that news, man. This thing is getting hammered today, guys. Nikola executive chairman steps down as electric truck startup faces probe. Third update, and this is all getting brought to you by Dow Jones Newswires. It says, quote, Nikola Corporation executive chairman and founder Trevor Milton is stepping down from the electric truck startup with immediate effect in the wake of the allegations from a short seller that he and the company had made some false statements to investors. The company said that Mr. Milton would be replaced by Stefan Gursky, a former GM executive who already sits on the truck's company board. Nikola has come under scrutiny since short seller Hindenburg Research released a report earlier this month accusing the company and Mr. Milton of making exaggerated claims about the readiness of NKLA's technology and how much of it was proprietary. Doubts about the company's readiness to produce vehicles. Man, I lost my place. Man, why does it keep going? Scrolling up. Weird here. I'm just going to make this bigger. Doubts about the company's readiness to produce vehicles and questions about its claim to own proprietary technology have prompted U.S. security regulators and the Justice Department to actually investigate whether NKLA misled investors, the Wall Street Journal reported earlier this month, citing people familiar with the matter. I know this company, I'm pretty sure it was this company, got in trouble because this is an electric truck company, like an electric 18-wheeler, or what anybody outside of the South calls a semi-truck. Us in Louisiana call them 18-wheelers. Don't judge me. But they said that, so basically they're like an electric truck company. They're an electric truck company. They came out on record and said that they had to roll one of those trucks down a hill just to get some video shots of the truck driving. They had to roll it down a hill, and they're getting a lot of flack for that, guys. They're getting a lot of stuff from that. NTN popping off over that 250 high that I talked about. We're watching it around 250. We'll see if it actually holds here. But yeah, that's actually what happened. So yeah, that's the news, team. That's the craziness. Alright guys, let's do this. It's such a slow day right now though, team. It's super slow. I don't know why it's so slow, but it is. Yeah, they put an 18-wheeler on a hill, and they rolled that thing down, son. Oh, bro, I know you're old, bro. If you're talking about spinners, I know you're old like me. You guys, everybody knows that song. Everybody knows that song. You ready? I'm riding spinners. I'm riding spinners. They don't stop. If you're old, you know that song. You know, don't judge me. If you're old, you know that song. Let me know if you know that song in the chat. You know, if you're old, if you're youngin', you know, Google it. It's called Riding Spinners, the greatest song ever, potentially. You know, NTN sitting at 245, broke over 250, immediately got rejected. I know you old if you're singing that song, bro. I know you old, bro. Yeah, I'm old too. It's okay. We could be old, you know. Listen, you grew up in the early 2000s. You heard the Riding Spinner song. You know, they were the hottest wheels around. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Evan. Thank you, brother. Look, it's helping, man. Look, see? People love the Spinner song. That's all I'm saying. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Do it now. You know you want to. Everybody do it. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. We go live every day. Do it now. See, I wish they would let me expand this. You know, I could probably like squeeze another scan in here. Let me see what we got. I'm gonna squeeze like a topless window. That'll be easier. I know an alert window is actually probably the best. Let me see. We got up big and pre-market. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, we can include that here. MICT. We're gonna try to squeeze this in here. MICT. Look at NTN, guys. SEN. This is a valuable scanner, man. We're gonna keep that here. Oh no, that ain't gonna work though. There we go. That's better, right? All right, so NTN ripping up. We got SENS. I'm hoping we get something that looks good. MICT. CEI. None of these look good, man. Damn. I gotta save this now because this works. Alright, but yeah, NTN's really the only one that kind of looks good now. Kind of looks good. Oh, I grew up on Wu-Tang Clan too, bro. Didn't everybody though? Everybody grew up. Listen, if you were a teenager in the early 2000s, and really, if you were a teenager or a kid in the 90s, you listened to the Wu-Tang Clan. Everybody did, you know. I'm old, I get it, you know, but like everybody did, you know. Mobb Deep. I used to skateboard, and so Mobb Deep was, you know, stuff we listened to when we skateboard. Biggie, I mean, I like Biggie. I'm more of a Tupac fan, though. I think Tupac's better than Biggie. I mean, listen, I know they're both really dope and you know, passed away, but I think Tupac was on another level than Biggie. And Biggie was good. Tupac was on another level. Anyways, let me stop nerding out real quick. Master P, yeah, dude. Oh, trust me, Master P. I grew up on Master P. You know, if you're really in the South, you know a Young Bleed. You know, we got a lot of good stuff. Anyways, look at Tesla here, gapping up. Let's go. Let me start talking about stocks. There's Tesla. Tesla's supposed to have its battery day coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and read the market news. This is the market news right now. I mean, Big Daddy Kane is better. I like Big Daddy Kane if you're asking me who I like out of all those. I like, people hate on Ja Rule, but Ja Rule came out with some super fire music back in the day. People can hate on him, I get it, you know, especially after the whole Fire fiasco. Like, I get it, but like, you can't lie, if you grew up in the early 2000s, you were bumping some Ja Rule 100%, you know. JFK the stock. But yeah, guys, super slow day. Nothing looks good. Literally nothing. Like, everything looks like a B minus today. We got this is my main watch list though, if I'm being honest. Like, we can look at my main watch list. We got ACST. We got NTN. ACST, NTN, we got JE. This is my list, man. Really, I hope we can find something else too, but I don't see anything. ONTX. Carol's gonna be here too. I don't know where she's at, but she's gonna be here too. Like, usually we get something to start to pop off. Like, after, even though nothing's moving initially, we usually get something to start moving. But, like, today's worse. VXRT. AXGT. Yeah, that's about it. That's it. Alright, we can look at the market news. That's my list right there in penny stocks. This is the SPY. The SPY is down today. So we are down in the SPY. I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and I'm just going to read this. This is the ETF preview. This is the ETF preview, and then my wife Carol should be here in about like 2 minutes. But yeah, this is the ETF preview, and it says, quote, stock futures were in negative territory ahead of the open, weighed by concerns that the global COVID pandemic is again worsening, and a stalled U.S. Congress will not pass a fiscal stimulus package. Investors are also digesting the release of the Chicago Fed National Activity Index, which showed an August reading of 0.79, a decline from the prior level of 1.18, and versus the Econoday estimates of 1.88. Among the Fed Reserve officials, New York President John Williams is going to give a speech at 6 p.m. Eastern in a moderate discussion held by CME Group. And at the same time, Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan is going to discuss national and global economic issues in a live webcast by the Fed Reserve Bank of Dallas. Oracle and Walmart are entering into talks with TikTok. Walmart's supposed to acquire like a 7.5% stake. Oracle is like a 12.5% stake, I think, if I remember correctly. But the deal is not finalized yet, but we're watching Oracle and Walmart too. I might watch Walmart. I've been making some money with Walmart with mid and high caps, and so I might watch Walmart as well. And yeah, that's about it today, guys. We got crude is down around 2%. U.S. oil fund is down 1%. Natural gas is up around 2%. The U.S. natural gas fund is down about 0.5%. Gold is down 2%. The Spider Gold Trust is down 1%. Silver is down over 2%. The iShares Silver Trust is down 2%. That's the market news. We're down today for the most part in the market, and we're still watching like ONTX, NTN. And so we got a few things that we're watching to trade with, but kind of a crummy day, team. Yeah, no? Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm watching JE. Like maybe JE, if this one sets up for the crossover play, we'll attack it. I'm going to get this ready here. We also got NTN starting to move up. So did you guys catch the video I dropped this weekend on Sunday? You guys catch it? NTN starting to push up. So I am going to be incorporating the 1 minute pullback into my system. Hey, nice. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Sam. Hey, bro. I can't even tolerate today's hip-hop. I mean, they got some good artists, man. Good hip-hop today. Dude, I liked Pop Smoke. I know it's kind of drill music, but, like, Pop Smoke had some dope music. What else we got in today's? I mean, as a Louisiana native, I like, you know, NBA YoungBoy's dope. They got a few good ones. Most of it, I don't like the whole, some of the mumble rap I can get down with. Like if we're talking about Rich Homie Quan was like some of the, like I got down with his music. I like his music. Rich Homie Quan's music was fun. You know, Gucci Mane was the original mumble rapper, so I guess I grew up with that. But like, I think I can't get down with some of the new stuff either. Apparently Microsoft is purchasing Best Theta. What games does Best Theta put out? 7.5 billion, about to hit Bloomberg. What's best in this game? Is it Fallout? Isn't it Fallout? Yeah, we're watching NTN here. It's moving. I really like this 250 level. And again, you know, I've been noticing that this is the reason I decided to add a new strategy to my system was because I've been noticing that if the crossover play is not there, if the crossover setup is not there, I kind of push other strategies and other setups that don't work as well, right? So one of the things I need to do is I need to find a different strategy to implement if the crossover doesn't work or is not there. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. Skyrim? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, Christian, it muted your post, but you're good, bro. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, there you go, Bubba, putting Broaden Spinners in the chat. Yeah. ONTX. Yeah, I've been watching ONTX. It's one of my lists. Like, we got some stuff moving. This one's kind of setting up for the crossover play, so, like, we're going to watch it. The big thing you got to understand with these penny stocks is you got to, like, identify the range. You know what I mean? Like, you got to see the range here, and this one's got an alright range. It's not horrible. It's not great. But it's worth a while, and, you know, if we get a crossover play, we might make a few cents. I could take, like, 1,000 shares or something of this one and try to swing for it. What's up, Han? What's up, brother? Hey, I still gotta post that UFC link, bro. I still got the video. I still gotta post that UFC link. And to this day, guys, if you guys want to get down in UFC 4, if you guys want to get beat up by your favorite day trading YouTuber, hit me up, man. We can play UFC or Halo. Halo's really my favorite game in the world. So y'all get beat at Halo too, you know. Or we could be on a team and beat people. All right, let me see where my wife Carol is. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, she's about to be here. She's about to come up here now. I might have to help her carry the chair. So bear with us, but she's about to be here. VRME. Let me see. Yeah, usually we get something starting to run a little bit early or a little bit late in the morning, but today it's just super dull. And honestly, my views have felt it. Like, if we look at views here, my views are down in the last few, you know, in the last week, just because I think the volume is so slow. I think just less people are ultimately trading. We got MFA. Yeah, the only real good one is NTE. We got NTE. I posted that watch list, and that watch list is what I genuinely think is the best. Very small float here for NTN, so this is on everybody's list, and we're gonna look for that 1 minute pullback. You're in NTN. Hey, good luck, Wilton. Hey, I hope you do well, bro. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in that matchup, though, Michael, because it's like I'm a little bit disappointed. Alright, here. My wife Carol's here. I gotta go get her chair. Alright. Here, hold it down. I gotta go get your chair real quick.
Here, grab me a little blanket. Hey, how's it going? How's everyone doing today? Hey y'all. Y'all doing alright? Monday morning. We're getting hit right now by a tropical storm. So, hey Sam from Australia. That's cool. From Israel. That's cool too. It's cool to kind of know where everyone's from. Here, I'm gonna grab like a blanket real quick.
Yeah, I'll get you one to sit right there.
Huh?
I'll get you one to sit right there.
Alright. Look in the closet, the linen closet.
You guys get over a little bit. Yeah, let me get in real quick and then I can move over. There we go. Alright. Alright guys, so it's kind of a slow day. But we'll figure it out. And Daily Stock Picks is banned. See, bro? What's up? Does she? Oh, man. ONTX Oncova Therapeutics announces the initiation of a phase 1 clinical trial of ON123 whatever in China by partner HanX Biopharmaceuticals. ONTX, yeah, we're watching for it. It just depends. It's still in. I don't like it in pre-market. We are getting the crossover though, exactly the same crossover that I attack, and we are kind of getting a move up here with it. So we're breaking above the VWAP. We did get the crossover there on ONTX, and so it's not that bad here really. I'm a little disappointed though because I would prefer it to wait and before the opening bell, but it is what it is. It's okay.
Your sister? No.
No, that's my wife, man. Yeah. Carol and I have been together for 10 years. We've been married for what? 8? 9? Something like that. Alright, so now that we have some confirmed levels here on NTN, we could watch 255 is really what I'm looking at. Like 255, probably my favorite level here. We'll see what happens now, but hopefully we get some type of movement. Let me put these back on.
Morning, Trader T.
The Dizzy Falconer hanging out with his sister. Yeah, that's me, man. Alright.
The Dizzy Falconer. What?
So I get dizzy. My dad was a falconer, and I showed pictures of that before. And so I'm the Dizzy Falconer, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's what he means. You know? JDST moving up. Oh yeah, Carol, look at this. You ready for this? You ready?
Piccadilly.
I don't know if this is real though. Somebody's telling me that this is just like a glitch. But yeah, Piccadilly showing up. We got ACST. We're also watching ACST too. Why did you ban someone? Because they started promoting themselves, like spamming their own content without asking, so they get banned. Yeah, just a heads up. If you try to promote yourself without asking, you're just gonna get insta-banned, and you're not gonna get a chance to come back. So just giving you a heads up, you know. OLN. Maybe OLN, but like, it's tough. Hey, hey, I love you all too, man. VXRT. Yeah, I'm watching VXRT. This one actually works really well with the 1 minute pullback. So, if you saw the video I put out this weekend, VXRT was one of the ones that has that 3-bar play kind of 1 minute pullback that just works. It just works a lot of the time on this one, so we're going to be watching for it at the opening bell. And yeah, if you didn't catch my new strategy that I'm adding to my system with these penny stocks, go watch this video. You know, make sure to hit that like button on this video too. Where would be your entry on NTN, a pullback to where? I'm not sure yet. It really just depends on what presents itself with regard to like my strategies, right? So it really just depends on what shows up here. You know, we don't know what's going to show up. We don't know if it's going to work, if it's not going to work. We don't know what we're going to do with this, right? And so like with that, we got to just wait and try to react to setups that we see. At this point, it's a little bit choppy, so like maybe if NTN does a 1 minute pullback after it breaks 255, or maybe right before it and then breaks it, we'll jump in. But yeah, you gotta watch the video to see kind of exactly what I'm doing with regard to like my system here. We're gonna do story time again today or no?
Yeah, I have to think of something. To think of a story.
Yeah. AMPE ripping. Okay, so here finally we get one. So AMPE, really good volume. This is Ampio Pharmaceuticals. The FDA granted and approved the IND for AMPE, which is a clinical trial protocol of inhaled Ampion for coronavirus patients with respiratory distress. Highlighted phase 1 patient trial came out on Fox News, and so that was on the 14th. So, but the FDA granted the IND and approved the clinical trial of AMPE, and so that is the news right now for this one. We'll see what happens with it, but that is the news right now. Oh, you're talking about NKLA Austin? Yeah, bro. That one's kind of crazy, man. Like I said, man, they've been a little sketchy, bro. And this is one of those SPACs that just went absolutely crazy. In the end, guys, like, look. Like, with NKLA and with SPAC stocks and stuff like this, like, you can swing trade and invest in these, but, like, holding long-term, hoping these just turn into the next Tesla is usually going to be the wrong move. Right, like holding some of these stocks super long term is usually going to be like the worst thing you can do, because it's like, while some of these penny stocks or old penny stocks and you know, kind of SPAC stocks, while some of them might succeed long term, most of them are just going to fail. And so you can buy the hype and like ride the hype up, but you got to be able to say, okay, I've made, you know, enough percent to get out of this thing, because in the end, most of them are just not going to succeed long term. And you could buy the hype for them, and I think a lot of people do, but, you know, you got to be careful and understand that, you know, they're going to be putting out only favorable things, and a lot of the time, this is very similar to what was the LK. It's very similar to the LK, Luckin Coffee, where the stock just goes absolutely crazy, and then we kind of find out that they were a little bit misleading with their promotion and with their stuff, and we get a huge rip down. I don't even know if LK is a stock anymore. I don't think so. But yeah, that's kind of what we get. So you got to be really careful with stuff like that. But with that said, we're watching AMPE here. What's up, Jesse? What's up, bro? Huh?
See that?
What?
I might hit my knee.
Oh, you hurt yourself.
Well, no, I hit my knee and the whole camera, everything started shaking.
Yeah, well, Thursday's fine, Austin. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like I said, I'm just talking about people that are like long-term investing. You get a lot of people that just buy the hype of some of these stocks, right? Like, they just buy the hype, you know? And I guess one of the best tools and one of the best skills for trading is just being skeptical always. And if you make your money, you make your money, you know? Alright, so yeah, NTN, AMPE, two favorite watches, obviously. We got ONTX, we got ACST also here. Let me get this ready. And we're about to trade, guys, so wish me luck. ONTX, AXGT. AMPE's pulling the 3-bar play right now. Look at AMPE. It's still ripping up. It's at 125s here. Alright, it's a 4-bar play. But that's okay. Look at that. Squeezing up big. XRT. JE. Trying to figure out what my list was. What was my watch list today, guys? Yeah, FDA granted the IND, the initial, well, no, what is the IND? Investigational new drug. I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember. But yeah, the investigational new drug application was passed by the FDA for AMPE. We're at 125 now. We got about 2 minutes left before the opening bell. So yeah, we got enough to watch. VRME might get interesting too. Alright, we got ACST, AMPE. Because I forgot to switch the thing. I forgot to change the thumbnail. It's alright. Alright, but AMPE is the stock, guys. We got about a minute left before the open. Let's go ahead and get everything ready here. We got the high of the day Momo scanner here. Alright guys, the bell's coming right now, guys. Good luck. NTN is actually dropping pretty substantially. He's okay. Alright guys, let's do this.
You gotta scoot over.
Here, the bell's about to happen just now. Alright. Alright guys, there's the bell. Alright, we got AMPE, which is probably the best one. PIC. PIC showing up. Big rip in AMPE. Big rip. Piccadilly. Or it's not Piccadilly, it's something else, man. I don't know what that is. I think it's a glitch. But that's moving some. I'm trying to put the moving averages up so I can watch everything else here. Big rejection there. NTN though, guys. NTN might be giving us the crossover. Not yet. So we're watching NTN for the crossover play. It's starting to rip up. It's at 250. We're going to look for the crossover and see if we get it, if it can hold over 250. Alright, so we're waiting for it on NTN. Piccadilly shooting up. I don't know if it's Piccadilly, it's PIC. We're watching AXGT2. NTN's moving. TRCH. Squeeze up for TRCH. Big move. We're getting a drop for NTN. TRCH squeezing up. We're going to look for 1 minute pullbacks, 3-bar plays, and the moving average crossover. AMPE trying here. NTN breaking lows. Still watching VXRT here. Still waiting, guys, so just let's be patient. Yeah, JE's kind of pulling a 3-bar play. It's crossing over the other way. This is a 30-cent stock, so I can buy 1,000 shares. It's 300 bucks. VXRT pulled a red to green move. Look at VXRT, guys. VXRT squeezing up. VXRT making a big rip. So the 26 SMA needs to be above the 12 EMA. So like it's not set up. The white line needs to be above the blue line for it to set up.
But look.
Right, but we have to. It needs to cross underneath the blue line. So the white line needs to be on top and break underneath the blue line. Right now the blue line's on top, so it's not setting up for it yet. Yeah, just trust me. No, it's not setting up. Yeah, that one could if it reverses and breaks up. ACST could. Also, AXGT might as well. But again, we're looking for a 3-bar play after a red to green move for VXRT. We're looking at ACST. We're looking at ONTX. They're all dropping initially at the open. AMPE's pulling back some. So maybe we'll look for a red to green move, and that went up to like 150. But yeah, there goes VXRT just ripping up. Didn't catch it. TRCH maybe for the 1 minute pullback here. This might actually work. Bad. If we can break this 35, really, if we can break this level right here, I might jump in. VXRT squeezing up big though, guys. Watching the level 2, I think this one's gonna try to break right now. Alright, I got in here. There's the break. In with 1,050 shares. See if we get a squeeze up. We did get the break here. Hopefully we can hold. Yeah, this one's got a tiny range. I didn't realize it was this small. I'm in with 1,000 shares, but I just don't know if it's gonna work. We're trying. Spready. We'll give it a second here. Oh man, AXGT did it, man. It crossed over and I missed it completely. AXGT, a beautiful crossover there too. Yeah, I'm watching that one too. Yeah, that one might set up too. Look at NTN. NTN did it too, I think. Man. Alright, NTN's about to do it at least.
Someone said Piccadilly.
Yeah. I'm trying to do this. ONTX is doing it. I'm probably going to get out of this one if it takes too long. Oh no, I'm out of this. $20 loss there, very small, but just didn't quite do it yet. We're looking at NTN now though. Alright, we're in with 250 shares of NTN. I tried to jump in. There goes ACST. ACST just ripping up big here. Alright, we're gonna let this one test down here and hopefully hold over 255s. I don't mind adding a little bit to this one if we can either. There's a squeeze. Nice. Alright, we got a big rip up, but it looks like Thinkorswim lagged a little bit. Alright, we took half off there. A little bit less than half. We're still in 150 shares. Let's see if we get up to 75s here. '70s, 71s. I need to start using better limit orders, I think. Alright, we got out there. A little bit. We're about break even today. At this point, I'm watching ONTX for a 3-bar play after the red to green move and the crossover. And so this one breaks highs. We're jumping in with like 500, 600 shares. Let me see the range actually real quick. Not a great range. We're gonna need to... Maybe I got out of NTN a little bit early, but it's okay. I tried to get in for the 3-bar play here, and no fill for ONTX, unfortunately. We're also looking at ACST. I tried to get in there, it just didn't work. It didn't get filled. We're also looking at ACST for the crossover. Here, I need like 2,000 shares of this one. Yeah, that's what I have. Oh no, yeah, I don't think that's actually Piccadilly though. See, I tried to get an ONTX right there, it just didn't work. And I'm looking at this one. NTN is pushing up though, but we got the 3-bar play with NTN, and that's what I was really shooting for here. This one worked beautifully, and this is something that I actually talked about, which is that you get the crossover with a red to green move like this, when it's a red to green move, and it just works a huge percentage of the time. TRCH, the one that faked me out, is now squeezing up big and ripping up, so maybe I should have held that one. What else we got? I'm looking at VXRT. JE maybe? The one you've been talking about? See, I tried to get an ONTX here too, and just didn't get filled, but look at the 3-bar play. Again, I'm serious, guys. Y'all watch the video I posted this weekend. I'm so serious. Like, this works. And basically, what I found out in the backtesting session of this weekend, when I backtested these stocks, what I ultimately found out was that the 3-bar play working in conjunction with the red to green move works super well right after or right before it happens. And so if you didn't catch the video, watch it, because this is what it showed. When you get a red to green move like this, look, here's the red move, here's the downward move, and we still got some equity, we're still gonna trade. So stick around, guys, we're still gonna trade. But when the red to green move happens like this, so you see we get a downward move, so we get red, the first few candles are red, and then we get a reversal like this, and then as the stock breaks this previous high of the day right here, as the stock breaks the previous high of the day, if we get a 1-minute pullback or a 3-bar play right here, either right after this high right here or right before it, and then it breaks, super strong move. Works a huge percentage of the time, and that's ultimately the strategy I'm going to add to my system here, is this 1-minute pullback. It works with pre-market highs as well. Alright, here's it for NTN. We didn't actually get the 3-bar play, so we still gotta wait because there's no red candle there. ONTX is doing it right now too. Let's see, the range is just too small. It's not worth it. Here, honestly, this is it on JE. Or not on JE, on TRCH. Wait for it. If it breaks this 37 high, it looks good. Alright, if NTN can hold over 275, we're going to be buying a few shares, like, you know, I don't know how much. Man, I wish I would have gotten into ONTX. That just works a huge percentage of the time. Look at that move. That thing ripped up big. Yeah, it works, guys. Like I said, check out the video. Like I said, if you're hearing me, like, watch this video. I'm serious. Like, you guys know me. I backtested the moving average crossover, and when I find a strategy that I'm willing to add to my system, that just means it genuinely works. There's the link right there, guys. And it also helps you avoid getting faked out too. So like, it helps me avoid moves like this. But yeah, watch that video. Yeah, I was trying to get into that 3-bar play on ONTX, man. I was trying to. Because if you guys watch me, I tried to get filled right here. This is where I tried to get filled, and it just ripped up too fast. But here's another one here that would have worked too. We're still waiting. You know, the good thing about, and the reason I developed this strategy is because I noticed like I'm trading too much in that first 15 minutes to where if I wait, and I wait for this setup to present itself, then it's just a lot better. Yeah. It's not bad. NTN pulling back, so watching it. VXRT starting to reverse here as well. Yeah, see, I was TRCH. Even the one I got into and lost, it faked me out. But it's alright. But yeah, there's the rip. So even this crossover, or no, even this 3-bar play would have worked. But we didn't get a red to green move, and there was just no volume when I got involved with it. So if I can limit myself from trading the dumb strategies, then, you know, these certainly work. We're gonna watch for AMPE's crossover play if we get it. OLN. Yeah, I didn't see a crossover at the open here. OLN had a really nice red to green move, but there was no crossover. I was watching it. I don't know. Sai, look at the clock, man. There's a clock here. Just figure out the difference.
I have to go check on Jack for a second. Do you want some coffee?
No.
I got some pumpkin spice coffee.
I know. I can't handle coffee. I mean, I might be able to. Because, like, if it was that shake that I was drinking that was making me sick, coffee might be fine. But, like, I'm gonna try it when I'm not on stream. Alright, we're watching for JE.
I might get some coffee real quick. I have some pumpkin spice coffee.
Alright, that's cool.
Pumpkin spice, y'all.
Yeah, I know
It's
we're kind
that time of year.
I know we're right in the middle of trading, so it's like you might have, you know, like Carol, stick around, guys. Carol's gonna be doing story time again today. I don't know if she's gonna be telling the story or not, but sorry, I'm kind of right in the heat of the moment right now, so
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good one for y'all today. But yeah, like the kids are home basically. We have this tropical depression or a tropical storm, so we're kind of home today because we flood a lot.
yeah, so we kept the kids home.
Yeah, worst possible thing would be I dropped the kids go to school today, and then our cul-de-sac floods this afternoon, or you know our streets flood, and we can't get out. You know, so. Gotta check on the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, I got pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Pumpkin spice coffee.
Basic.
Yeah, extremely. That's me though. But yeah.
All right,
So
I love you.
I'll be back. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna check on Jack. Get my coffee.
All right, here's a 3-bar play in the crossover. Yeah, sorry, baby. All right, go ahead. Yeah, I hear him too. VXRT is kind of pulling a move here. We're watching it over 820s. Yeah, VXRT is kind of pulling a move here. Good info, 3-bar play worked on Kodak. Yeah, what's Kodak doing? Everybody's favorite fraudulent camera / pharmaceutical company. We're watching it. Hey, if we break, we might get some moves. And it's got a huge range, too. Kodak's starting to make a move, guys. Watch Kodak. It's time for the neighbor to cut the grass. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, VVPR. Yeah, I'm seeing that one on my scanners. Oof. Oh, look, there's the 1 minute pullback too. I wish I would have seen that, man. Hey, I appreciate you trying to give me a heads up. I just missed it. And it's got a nice range too. So again, look, red to green move, drop, break over this high. We got the crossover play, and we also got the 3-bar play. So I'm starting to stick around, guys. I'm starting to get better at catching these moves. And so we're still trading penny stocks, guys. I just gotta wait for the moves to show up. I'm also watching GameStop here. I'll short GameStop if we get something. You know, I'm not necessarily against shorting GameStop. You know. Nothing yet. JE rejecting. I'm still kind of watching NTN, but it rejected too. I don't see anything too crazy. I'm kind of watching JE. We're about break even right now. ONTX bouncing right off the VWAP, looking strong. But I'm telling you, man, I see these 3-bar plays and 1 minute pullbacks a ton. Watch that video I put out because it breaks down exactly what I'm doing with these. VVPR making some rips though, it looks like. And yeah, y'all don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hey, I appreciate that, Martin. Y'all be like Martin. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single day for free on YouTube. So if you appreciate free content like this, it's really easy to help show your support, guys. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button, and if you click the bell next to it, you get an alert anytime we drop a video, go live. We're actually back testing these strategies for you so you can understand if they actually work or not, and more importantly, what conditions they do work on. And so hit that subscribe button. It's all free. We don't charge for anything, and we definitely appreciate the support. VVPR is ripping up here. Still waiting for some stuff here. Nothing really showing up right now in the market. A little dull, and I'm not going to force anything, so we're just hanging out right now. We're waiting for something to make a move. TRCH hitting the previous support. Hey, I appreciate the sub, whoever subs. Hey, shout out to Ryan. I appreciate it, Ryan Petty. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. Do it now. Click the bell. Man, nothing's really showing up, team. What do we got? VVPR still trying to break highs up here. I mean, it's not that bad. VVPR still trying to rip. NTN breaking lows, guys. So NTN's actually breaking lows on the short side. What about Oracle today? Oracle's been talking about buying TikTok, or like a 12.5% stake in TikTok. And so that's really interesting. So we can watch Oracle too. Also, Walmart was the other one. But I'm still looking for penny stocks, guys. I still don't mind trading. VVPR rejecting, pulling back some. And see, this is an extended 1 minute pullback. It's why it's more important to wait, I believe, to attack them. NTN breaking lows, ripping down to 230s, guys. Looking really weak. Oracle ripping down here. We'll see if Oracle breaks lows. Oracle, again, they're in talks to potentially buy TikTok. ACRX in penny stock land is showing up. ACRX. So this one looks strong. Small range, but it looks good. But look at ACRX, guys. Alright. I took a little bit of a scalp on AMD. I lost a little bit here. Oracle squeezing up. I'm still watching it, but making some moves here. I'm in with 100 shares of Oracle. Seeing if this thing can just break down. It's kind of being a little volatile, though. It's got a big resistance level at like 6140. It keeps getting rejected there. Let's see if we get the actual breakdown here. We're trying to be patient with this, but yeah, I gotta just get out there. I think Oracle's just a little bit too volatile. ACRX making a move. We're gonna short back into Oracle now that it's back below 61s. $14s, $13s. See if we get a low of the day break in Oracle. I think that's really gonna make this thing move down. $15s. And if this trade doesn't work, I'm going to move on from trading Oracle. It's just a little bit too volatile. It doesn't want to hold any moves it's making. There's 13s. All right, we're going to take half off there just to protect it. Just because, like I said, this is a really volatile move right now. We're going to look for a breakdown under 61. And just to show you guys Oracle. LEDS is showing up on the scanners. LEDS with a huge rip, guys. Oracle faked out again. Huge rip down for LEDS, though it didn't hold its wins. We'll come back to this. AXGT. Now AXGT on the other hand looks much more interesting.
My pumpkin spice.
Your pumpkin spice, great. Basic.
Yeah. It smells so good.
It does smell good. I'll give you that. Yeah, it smells good.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're watching AXGT. We're still holding this for Oracle. Like I said, though, if this doesn't work, Oracle's being a little bit too sketchy down here. It's not really picking a direction. Yeah, we're gonna get out there. Just too much. Very small day, though. I'm down like, what, 40 bucks? We'll see what else we get. Alright, so we're getting this break here. If we get a 1 minute pullback here, we're going to jump in AXGT. Alright, this is too big of a pullback though. TikTok has been declining most of the offers out there. I mean, as a YouTuber, I know TikTok going away would bring me a wave of new viewers. But like in the end, it just depends on if you know, if TikTok is using its platform to spy on us, then, you know, I'm for it going away here. You know what I mean?
So what's your favorite NFL team? It's the Saints.
Saints, 100%. Yeah. Saints, and then followed by the Bengals this year with Joe Burrow. So we'll see who wins the game tonight for the Saints. But
yeah, the Cowboy game last night.
Oh yeah, man. I made Carol watch that game with us, man. That game was super exciting. One of the most unlikely victories by the Cowboys ever. Carol caught it too. She watched the end. I use Trade Ideas scanners, guys. So if you want to use the same scanners as me, these are Trade Ideas scanners. Some of the best scanners in the market, super versatile, allow you to build your own scans, do all this different stuff with them. And so if you want to check out Trade Ideas, I got you. So yeah, if you want to check out Trade Ideas, let me find the link for it. You can use our promo code too and get 15% off. And so check it out. I'll post this link here.
Someone's asking about your scanners. Where do you go to learn about scanners?
YouTube. But yeah, there's the link for it. You can use our promo code to get some money off. We're a little bit weird looking. That's pretty good. Alright.
You should make a video about scanners.
Yeah.
Like the different kinds.
Yeah, I could.
Kind of help people with their choice.
Yeah.
Kind of teach them, like, show them the details of each one. Kind of.
Yeah, I could. And I'm kind of looking at JE to see if that one ever starts to squeeze up here. I'm trying to be patient with it, but about a break-even day right now. Nothing too crazy.
About trade.
Yeah, you can. Alright, let's let Carol trade. Alright, I'm down today.
How
But,
much?
looks like I'm down like 40, 50 bucks.
Sorry.
42 bucks or something like that. Alright, so what do you want to trade? What kind of strategy? Alright, so let's let Carol trade, guys.
Let me see. This one?
AMD? You like the bounce play? That doesn't look like a bad little bounce play. You gotta here, yeah, try it. Here, pull it up. Alright, so you gotta play like bounces, like it pulls back to the yeah, you pull it up. Piccadilly shooting up on the scanners. You can't trade that one though.
No.
You gotta hurry if you want the bounce play though. There's the bounce.
Alright. So what am I getting in with?
50 shares.
Alright.
Yeah, you're good. You want to pull back now?
Alright, bye.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you. Alright, that's your trade.
Alright, I'm in.
Alright.
Can I pull this over here?
No. Here, you pull the actual thing over there.
What?
Here, this is your P&L.
Okay. And so I want to take profits.
Okay. Well, I don't know where. I'm gonna let you come up with your own plan here.
So I want to take profits.
You're longing this one, so you're borrowing this one. Alright, so you want it to go up.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. This is tanking down. Bad luck. It was a good bounce play. It was a dip. Like the dip wasn't bad. It just didn't work. It looks like. I would use 76.50 as a risk. Here, no, that's not sell. So, it's bouncing a little bit. I would use 76.50 as a risk level just because it's a big $half here. Get ready, because this thing drops fast. Look, yeah, see. I was trying to tell you to get ready. You're just kind of ignoring it. All right, it's all right. Look, it happens.
Yeah, but it was starting to come back up now.
No, it just bounced a little bit. It might, but this is a pullback that you don't want to risk holding through. Really, with AMD, you should probably scale down in size substantially just based off of the range. AMD's got a really big range. It's moving a lot, and so, you know, I'll try to... I'm going to jump in with 25 shares here and then try to show you, like, we need to scale down. 25 shares is a lot more reasonable.
And you're in AMD.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a little pullback to the VWAP to the support. The problem, though, is the range is just huge. It's just got a monster range right now.
Should put cream in my pumpkin spice latte.
See, even this is tanking down on me, too. Just a big range, honestly.
Yeah.
It's alright, though. We can let it work down here. Hopefully we'll get a bounce right here. We could do 76 as a risk.
Hey, Mitch. How's it going? Yeah, it's going down.
It's alright.
I think I have a story for story time.
You got one?
Yeah.
Don't make it too personal, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's about,
Yeah, you can do that one.
Pick is making more moves. Piccadilly.
Piccadilly, man. They say it's Piccadilly. I don't know. Thinkorswim says it's Piccadilly, but I don't think Piccadilly's public. I doubt it's public. I think it maybe used to be public or something, but
They have some good fried catfish and fried okra. Really, any kind of fish. They have a lot of shrimp. They have a lot of good cake. Ooh, that broccoli and cheese and rice casserole that they have.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
That is.
Yeah, I was telling
fire.
people about it this morning. Everybody said they didn't like Piccadilly, man. I know, man. How dare
Well,
them?
I thought Piccadilly was like a Louisiana thing.
It's a southern thing, so it's Gulf of Mexico is what it is.
Okay.
But like it was founded in Baton Rouge though, so it's originally like a Cajun cafeteria restaurant.
Yeah. Y'all should watch, so, Louisiana food, alright? And I think I talked about it last time I was on stream, but in New Orleans, Commander's Palace, right, is the Brennan family, and they've opened up a lot of restaurants. There's this documentary on Netflix called The Commanding Table, and it's pretty cool. It's about the history of, like, the restaurant, and, like, there was kind of a family feud, and it's interesting. But they have fire food, and like we had foie gras when we went there, which is duck
fetus?
No, that's
duck liver.
That's
No, that was our Vietnamese
balut.
food. Yeah,
That's balut. No, this is foie gras is duck liver.
I got out of there for AMD. Luckily, it was a small loss. We're gonna slow it down though. Nothing's really moving like I wanted. A little bit choppy of a day, to be honest. It was a slow day originally. Alright, let's see. I've been to Commander's Palace, loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll take it out of you. That's like going to Chuck E. Cheese sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we had some good food, and that's like home. That's like the second line.
It's super good, bro.
And I'm sure that some people know, but like the second line, like at least from what I understand, and y'all correct me if y'all know about the second line, correct me if I'm wrong. So it was basically the way it started was before air conditioning, basically, and you know it's Louisiana, so it's hot,
Yeah.
you know, hot and humid. people like women would be in church, or people would be in church and they'd be waving their napkin to kind of, or like a fan, to cool themselves down, or like when they get, you know, excited.
Yeah, back in the old days.
They'd swing their.
Yeah, that's what it was from.
Yeah. So that's, and then it started out being like a parade thing, where you have like musicians. So I have a cousin who.
Is this story time? No. Okay.
Kind of story time. All of my cousins on my dad's side, they all got married in New Orleans, and it's like a weekend. Like you go down there and like you kind of celebrate, party. It's a good time. And so one of the cousins the second to last cousin, part of their wedding, like when they left the chapel, they went down.
They closed down. It wasn't Bourbon. It was
Canal Street.
Canal Street, man. They literally closed down Canal Street.
Yeah, so Canal Street.
It was super dope.
Canal Street's one of like the main streets in there. Everything's kind of off. Bourbon Street's off of it. Jackson Square's off of it. The casino. Basically everything is off of Canal Street. Right. And basically when they left.
I'm shorting Oracle here. Sorry.
No, sorry. When they left the wedding chapel and we were all basically walking to where the reception was, the police closed down Canal Street.
Yeah.
And they had like the band, like the second line band, and they basically led us all down Canal Street, and we were all doing the second line.
It was cool though, man.
And
it was cool.
We walked to the reception. It was cool. We had people we had people on the side of the street taking pictures of the wedding party going by.
It was cool though, man.
It was fun, yeah.
Alright, I just added a little bit more shares to this one. I'm in with 100 shares now. We're just gonna see if we get that breakdown. I can use 61 as a risk, and then hopefully we break these lows. But I'm in with 100 shares of Oracle here. I've already made some money with it, but we're gonna see if we get this one to break down. I'm still waiting for penny stocks to make moves here, guys. So just be on the lookout for penny stocks making moves.
Someone said pick the ZQ is Piccadilly.
Yeah, that's what it looks like actually on the thing, but Thinkorswim got it messed up. Huge squeeze up. Luckily, I already made some money with this one. It's about break even. We're gonna use 15 as a risk here and see if we can break back down here. So there's the break back under 61. We just want this thing to break lows. That's what it's got to do. 97s and 6s. And Oracle is the company that's in talks with TikTok, potentially buying TikTok. And so this drop is because discussions regarding that, I think Oracle was going to buy like a 12.5% stake in TikTok. Discussions regarding that kind of fell through, I think. I don't know if TikTok really wants to sell, just based off of how they've acted. I don't know if TikTok actually wants to sell. I don't know what they're doing. You gotta understand, like, TikTok's probably mostly, like, they probably support their business fully with, like, the American audience, right? Alright, we just took a half off again. We're holding 50 shares. And so they gotta, who knows what they're gonna ultimately do. Alright, so we're getting the breakdown on Oracle. Lovely. We can use 87 as a risk. Lovely. But yeah, we're holding this one. We've made our money with it, at least. We're gonna get out here, maybe add some more on a bounce back to like test 95. Like I said, I'm still looking at penny stocks, guys. So if you guys see any penny stocks that are making a move, ONTX is trying to head back up. Like, it's trying to head back up here. So we'll see what actually happens, but like, it looks like it's trying. AMD ended up faking both of us out. I'm still watching JE to see if it eventually breaks highs. IZEA. Look at IZEA, guys. This one's squeezing. CGRO. And ACRX. ACRX is making some moves. Look at that 1 minute pullback there. That was a nice one. I'm still waiting, guys, so stick around. We're still going to try to find some penny stocks here. We just got to see if we get anything that looks kind of good, hopefully. What's up, bitch? What's up, bro? And I'm back in Oracle with just 50 shares. This looks good for ACRX. Just 50 shares here. We're gonna see if we get a little breakdown under these lows. And if not, it's all right. We're mostly green here. There's the breakdown. While I'm trading, if you want to do story time, you can.
Okay. So, all right, you sure?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So a couple years ago, it was like evening, right? The sun was kind of starting to go down, and I was having to run some errands. I think one of the kids were sick.
Yeah, that's
and
what it was.
I was having to go get their antibiotic, and I think I was picking up some food. We really wanted Boston Market.
Boston Market. You wanted Boston Market.
Yeah, I wanted Boston Market.
Yeah.
And so I go and I pick up prescriptions. I went to Boston Market, and I'm on my way back. And so in Houston, the main freeways, basically, there's 10 that runs kind of east-west through Houston, and then north-south, basically from Galveston all the way up to Dallas, is 45. And 45 is like one of the most dangerous, like...
Yeah, that interstate legit scared me when we moved here. Like, I could barely drive on that thing. That thing was about to have a heart attack trying to drive on that thing, man.
Yeah, it's like 6, sometimes 7 lane.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Demon. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
And and if you look it up, I think this year it was named I think it was number 1
I believe
for
it, man.
Deadliest highways.
It's sketchy, bro. It's a 5-lane, 4-5 lane highway.
Well, no, some parts it's like 6, 7 lanes.
Yeah, bunch of lanes. So everybody's going 80, 90 on that thing. Man.
And if you know anything about Houston driving, like that's one thing too about, like I got my learner's permit
back there. Ooh, that looked good. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Or actually, so I didn't actually get a learner's permit. I just ended up getting my license. So like I kind of learned how to drive in Houston. But when we first came here, back from Baton Rouge, John was like, "Yeah, I don't want to, you know."
Yeah, that thing was scary, bro.
It's sketchy.
And it really is.
People drive like very aggressively. Like it's funny because there's a big difference between like Baton Rouge driving. Well, they'll just like run into you. Like they'll just crash into you. Usually in Houston, people drive very aggressive and like they'll cut in front of you usually, and the majority of the time they won't hit you, but they'll, you know. Anyways, very aggressive driving. So
shady drives.
Yeah. So I'm 145 and like the sun's starting to kind of go down and like I'm kind of just in the right lane, kind of taking my time, like I'm not really speeding or anything. And apparently there was some construction and there was a lane, basically it was like a feeder lane that kind of feeds onto the interstate. And so, and I'm kind of driving in the right lane. Well, there was this person in this car that was kind of just zigzagging apparently in front of everyone, kind of cutting in and out. And apparently she cut into this feeding lane, but there was like a wall that like kind of basically when it finally feeds onto the interstate and merges, there was this wall there, and apparently she didn't know that. So I'm driving and she hits me. So she tries to kind of cut over, but she can't because there's a wall there, and she hits me. And luckily I was in our truck, and like a pickup truck.
Yep.
And she hit me on the passenger back tailgate, or like the side back, and it popped my truck. Since she was in a car, it kind of hit me and it popped my truck up, and I kind of like started fishtailing, and like I was able to correct, and like luckily everyone around saw this person driving like that, and then they saw her hit me, and so they kind of stopped luckily. And I remember once I was kind of able to get the truck under control, and I was really like
struggling,
like I was fishtailing.
She's struggling.
Yeah, like I was. Yeah, it was scary. And when I finally kind of got control and I looked back, I saw all of these headlights and then just 2 taillights. So she had completely turned herself around and was facing oncoming traffic.
She's out.
Yeah, so
she's skirting out.
Well, so I didn't get to that part yet.
Sorry, man. Sorry. I couldn't help it.
So I kind of, once I kind of got control, I pulled off to the side, and I'm kind of sitting there waiting for her to pull up behind me. But apparently she reversed and kind of turned around and then just kept going. and like it was obvious that I was right there.
She was gone.
Yeah, she just left, and like luckily, like there were a couple people that saw it and called the police, saw her just take off and leave. They called the police with their license plate, and in Texas, luckily, like if you give the police someone's license plate, they're able to pull up their insurance information and like their driver information.
Right.
And like I had another, it was like a younger couple, like they pulled off and like waited with me because I was like shook, you know what I mean? And like they kind of waited with me. They were like, yeah, I saw that, like, you know, people driving crazy. And so apparently when it comes down to like the insurance, and like I said, luckily, like when the police came, they had the driver's information, like they had her name and address, they had her insurance info, and like the sheriff gave all that to me. So I'm really lucky that people like called it in, called the license plate in, because I had no idea.
See, I genuinely think they need to change the laws with regard to like hit and runs, right? Because like there's no consequences for a hit and run. Like sure, if you get caught in the act, you're gonna get in trouble, right? But like if you can get to a private place, or if it happens in a private business, you don't get in any trouble at all. The person's not going to get in trouble. It's ridiculous. It's the dumbest laws I've ever seen. It's like, even if they're in a public place, it shouldn't matter. Like, if you hit somebody and run, it should be illegal regardless of where you are. Yeah. But for some reason, if you're in a public place, somebody can just smash into you and then just say you're SOL, tough.
No,
you know what I mean?
Well, no. So if you're on a road, right, like a main road, and someone hits you, like the police will deal with that. But if you're on like in a parking lot of private property, and if they're like, you know, sorry, or like
you're
they
SOL,
don't have
man.
cameras, you're SOL. But so anyways,
somebody hit my mom. Go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, I think everyone's been backed into in a parking lot. But anyway, so it comes down to like getting the insurance information and stuff, and like I'm talking and with these insurance people, and luckily I had the people's number who like witnessed it and like pulled off to the side of the road with me and like waited there for me for the police. And like luckily I had their number and they were witnesses. So when it comes to the insurance time, apparently this woman told her insurance company that someone hit her and that she went and pulled off the interstate. And like in Houston, there's like the interstate, and then there's these side, like it's almost like a second interstate. They call it the feeder road.
And get that lady out of here, man.
So
ridiculous nonsense.
So it's these it's basically these roads alongside the interstate, and there's all these like businesses and like other roads like you can turn off to kind of go onto another road. And apparently she said that she went off the interstate and pulled into a parking lot and nobody was there. So like basically trying to say that I hit her and then took off. You know what I mean? But luckily there were the witnesses and stuff. And honestly, I think that she probably had something in her car that she would have gotten caught with, and that's why she took off. But like,
dude, I mean, I'm not even going to assume that. I think that the laws are just stupid with regard to hit and runs. I think that in the end, like, there's not enough consequences for hit and runs, right? Because like everybody knows, you hit, like, you can run and you're not going to get in any trouble. Your insurance is going to pay for it anyway, and so it's like, you know what I mean? Like the laws are just dumb, and they need to change the books on that. Because it's like if you hit somebody in a private business, they're SOL. Right? Or if somebody hits you in a private business, you're SOL, right? Or like nothing's gonna happen. Like they don't prosecute hit and runs like they should, and that's the issue, right? Like that's the issue. They don't prosecute them like they should.
Well, and sometimes this is especially common here in Houston, that there might be people on the road who just don't even have interstate. Like one time, or don't even have insurance. One time, someone hit John, and like luckily it wasn't like too bad. Like,
yeah, man, that dude hit me, and like I followed him and I made him pull over, right? And this dude gives me an insurance that says it's valid, right? And so I'm like, so I tell him, I'm like, look, don't worry about it, just like give me your insurance information, and like we don't need to like report it, you know. Lesson learned. I was younger. I was like, look, we don't need to report it. I get home, I call the dude's insurance. The dude's insurance is non-existent. The dude had canceled it like 2 weeks before that, and like he just got off scot-free. It was nonsense. He hit me 100%. Yeah. But now, lesson learned: if you get hit, you call the cops 100%
you have to
every
call
time.
The police. Yeah.
You know, you got to.
People will lie about it, and that's one thing too. Like I said, like in Houston, there's tons of people driving around with no insurance. So if they hit you, they might just take off, or they might sit there and they're just like, yeah, I don't have insurance, and like unless
here's a
you
1
want
minute
to,
pullback here for this one.
unless you want to like take them to like small claims court or whatever, you're SOL. But yeah, so anyways, the insurance, they ended up fixing my car. They gave me a nice rental. They gave me a minivan for a rental, which was pretty cool. The kids liked it. It had a little TV in it.
Yeah, it was a cool little car.
But and yeah, they ended up paying me because actually I had like after that I had some whiplash, and like the insurance or the police told me that if I had any like whiplash or any injuries that I should go get it checked out by a doctor and that the insurance would cover it. But yeah, I had some whiplash from it.
Yeah, I'm about to jump in PIC. I think if it breaks over 114, I think I'm going to jump in PRC. Unless there's a better, more enticing one. Unless there's a more enticing one, like maybe VXRT doesn't look bad. But like...
Yeah.
I don't mind this little pullback to the whole dollar here for PXRT. And this one's got a big range. So we're going to try this. Alright, we're in with 50 shares of VXRT. 50 shares VXRT. Risk of about 475. Or 875, my bad. Or no, we're going to use 870 actually here. And maybe give it a little bit of room to 65. We're only 150 shares, so wish me luck, guys.
Yeah, someone said DUI should always be a permanent ban from driving. Don Julius, absolutely. And especially in this day and age, like you have Uber, you have all of these like rideshare companies that could easily just come pick you up. Like there's really there's no reason,
excuse for doing it though.
Especially in today's day and age. Like you got a cell phone, you could call someone.
Right,
like,
for sure.
There's no excuse. But yeah. And honestly, where we live, I'm always seeing like moms and these big old SUVs driving around and they're like texting, like they're like,
oh, for sure, man.
They're like
super
not
shady,
even,
bro.
Yeah, they're not even paying attention, and like they're just and when you get up next to them trying to get around them, you see that they're just on their phone, like these soccer moms.
They're always doing it.
You know what I mean? Like, and like teenagers, once they start driving, they're like,
oh, they're the worst, bro. Teenagers are the worst, man. They're trying so hard to be cool that they're about to kill somebody, bro.
Yeah,
it's teenagers.
I can't tell you. One time in front of our neighborhood, I remember I was pulling in, and like we have like there's like a trail that kind of cuts like across the street when you pull into our neighborhood, and like there's like a crosswalk sign and all of that, and like there was this group of teenagers that was like kind of pulled up along, and apparently one of them had taken out the crosswalk sign.
Yeah, man, they just took that thing out, man. Yeah. Kept going, living life. You know?
Yeah. Well, no, they stopped, but like their car was all dinged up. You know what I mean? But
they're just out here living life.
Yeah. And I can't count how many times I've seen cars, especially when it starts raining, cars that kind of go into the embankment, or like people get flipped over. Like
people get weird when they drive, man. People have like the most wimpy person ever turns into the toughest guy ever when he's driving. You know what I mean? And they're just rude. They cut people off. My problem is people that like, if you have to get over and there's room, they see you trying to get over and they speed up.
They'll speed up.
Not letting you get over. Like that's the most dumbest thing ever.
That happens more
like
downtown though.
Weirdness. Just being weird for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if you have to use your blinker at the last second, like you have to look and like see where you're getting over, and then as soon as you get a space, you throw your blinker on real quick so that the person behind doesn't try to like not let you in.
Right.
But honestly, I will say that's one of the good things about driving a truck is that people see you, and like you're up higher, and like people see you there, and so like when I'm driving John has a car, but it's
we have a truck.
So we have but usually, so with the truck, and we both share everything, but usually I have the kids. Like usually when I'm driving around. No. Yeah, no. Usually I have the kids, so, and it's just safer, like you're up higher, you have more truck around you, and like the majority of the time other people driving around, they're going to be driving trucks, so if you're going to get hit by something, you're going to get hit by a larger vehicle. So that's kind of why usually whenever I'm driving around with the kids, I take the truck. But like in John's car, I mean, it's both of ours, but like
she's driving the truck because she needs it with the kids.
Yeah, I need it with the kids, or like if I'm grocery shopping.
Yeah, that Toyota's like a little go-kart though. It's like a 2012 Toyota.
Yeah, no, it's cool though. I mean, it is like a go-kart, and it's very different from
Yeah, we got the Lamborghini, parked, next to it. You know what I mean? About to come out with my new trading course called Buy the Dip. $20,000, guaranteed to make you $7 billion in 3 weeks in the market with just $100 investment.
I'll show you my money pile.
Yeah, that's for sure.
My big house,
right?
On the beach.
Yeah. Balling out of control.
Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, I've been getting trading commercials or ads.
No, you're getting trading ads because I use our internet to look at trading stuff.
Yeah, that's probably.
And they know, that's the most consistent thing this house looks at is trading stuff. All right, I'm in VXRT. We got a little pullback to this previous high right here. I'm trying to be patient and give it some time. We're about break even here. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want to go that crazy with this one, but I would like to see it kind of maintain over some of these pre-market levels that it's testing right now. And that's really the reason I got into this one, is because we got some nice pre-market levels that we can let work here. If it breaks under 870, 865, I'll get out. But it's just a small trade, and it's not worth it to really stress myself out about it too much. Nothing else really presented itself. A very slow day. And so you're going to see me just scale down in size. This one might be a little bit extended for me, but we're 50 shares in, so...
Someone said, "Gee, stop interrupting her."
Dude, I'm not interrupting you. You've been talking for the last 20 minutes, man.
Thank you.
You've been talking for the last 20 minutes.
I know.
I'm just sitting here trading,
Yeah.
If I interrupt you, it's about trading stuff.
Yeah,
So.
no, you're good, baby. Yeah. Someone said, hopefully soon we'll have a new Supreme Court judge and better laws. Yeah, it's crazy right now. Everything is so political, Yep.
Yeah, it's just such a boring week, man. I'm in this, but it's just such a boring week. I might lose $10. It's just such a boring week, man. And I'm trying to be patient and wait for good setups. I think one thing I'm super excited about is the 3-bar play. Seems to work super well in the way I tested it. And it worked this morning again. It's going to take me a little while to really grasp how to find it and how to spot it earlier. But that is something I'm super excited about. Is that it seems to be a genuine strategy that's going to work solid in the market.
Yeah. Someone says, I've had a road rage a couple of times. LOL. It's a Texas pastime. It definitely is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell the story about Markel.
Yeah, you can tell that story. Go ahead.
Okay, so about 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? I hope y'all are ready for another story. So John will do his trading, and
Yep.
y'all could listen to my stories, my outrageous stories. So I'm with my sister. My sister comes in town for my birthday, right? Hey, Markel, if you're watching. Yeah.
Maybe.
So, and this hurricane's coming. Hurricane. What was the name? It wasn't Sally. That just hit Florida.
Betty? No, that's not it. I don't know.
Basically, the hurricane.
Ask the chat. They know.
Yeah, the hurricane late August that hit southeast Texas and Louisiana.
No, I can't either.
Anyway, so we're kind of getting ready because at that point we didn't know if it was going to hit us or if it was going to be a little bit more east or what.
All right, I got out of VXRT, $13 loss. There's nothing really looks good today. I mean, there were some setups that worked, but most of them just didn't. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was just announcing that.
So we're going to the grocery store to get, bottled water. I mean, the basics, the hurricane basics: bottled water, canned food, batteries, all of that stuff. And we're in my sister had gone to Louisiana and then drove over here because it was my birthday, and so she was coming to kind of visit for my birthday, and she had this really cool rental Jeep. It was forgot, you could take the top off. I don't know if it was a Rubicon. It was a Wrangler.
Yeah, it was a Wrangler. Yeah. But a Rubicon is a Wrangler, I think. But I think it was a sedan Wrangler.
Yeah. So anyway, and she's driving. So we're at the parking lot of the grocery store, of the Kroger's, and it's full. There's tons of people there because everyone's trying to kind of get ready. So we find a parking spot, but it's the diagonal parking spots where you either have to pull in one way or you have to back in on the other side, and the only space is on the other side. So we find a spot and we're starting to kind of back in. And right next to that parking spot, there's two women basically, and like a 6 or 7 year old.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
What?
Go ahead. Tesla is crashing today, guys. Everybody's hyping Tesla up. Oh, battery day is coming. Everybody buy Tesla for battery day. La, 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 la. And like, look at this thing, man. Just absolutely crash. And you're gonna have a bunch of silent YouTubers. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a bunch of silent YouTubers like, oops. Like, dude, you don't understand how many buy Tesla videos I've seen in the last day. I don't know how many buy Tesla videos. Battery day's coming up. How to profit from Tesla. Buy Tesla now. Do it now. Everybody's gonna be silent now. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Story, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. That's not good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll rebound. But anyway, so we're backing in, or we find a spot, and you kind of like how you pull up to kind of back in, but there's like maybe a woman who's like in her 50s, early 50s, and like a 6 or 7 year old, and then on the other side of the car there's another woman who's probably like in her early 20s. So we kind of pull up, and we're kind of basically in the middle of the aisle waiting to back in, because we see that there's these people getting out of the car, and we don't want to like back up on them, obviously.
Right.
And so we're sitting there waiting, and we wait for maybe like 10 seconds. Like, it was a while. Like, you know what I mean? And we see this lady and the daughter. She's like holding the daughter, and she's kind of sitting there just looking at us while we're waiting to back in. And then they kind of move, and then we back in. So like, and granted, my sister is a crazy driver, like white knuckling if you're a passenger, like crazy. Sorry, Markel, but just, you know, she's a crazy driver. But
she is absolutely a crazy driver, man. She speed races, and she is like, you're entering a race in her car.
Yeah.
You know, like, I got nervous about our neighbors. Thought our neighbors would get mad at us for that, because
she blows through.
Just crazy.
So, anyways, but I will say this time, like, she did stop. She wasn't even close to anyone. Basically, she waited. She did what she was supposed to do. And so we back in, and we notice that these ladies are sitting there kind of like talking to each other and like looking at us. And so as they walk past us towards the door to go to the store, they stop in front of our car, which is like the hood of our car, because we're backed in, and start yelling at us, basically saying, "You almost hit my," like Jerry Springer type stuff. They start yelling at us, and we're kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, we didn't almost hit you, like, just move along.
Yeah, this was like a heavyset white lady.
I have a picture of her.
Don't show the picture. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
She was,
I could get in trouble for that.
Okay. Well, anyways, so, and for me, like, I wasn't driving. I didn't do anything wrong. And, like, I feel like I'm a nice person, but if you come up to me and start kind of acting like that with me, like, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not just going to sit there.
Yeah.
So this girl, after they're standing there watching, you know, or yelling at us. I know I'm kind of like flopping through this story. I'm not doing a very good job, but
you're doing it. You're fine.
So she comes over to my window and starts telling me to get out. She was trying to open the car door, and granted, we're in a Jeep with an open roof, so I'm kind of sitting there like, kind of making my plan, like, what am I gonna do if she tries to reach in here, basically.
Well, I mean, we're in Texas, you know, if you know what that means.
Yeah, and that was the case there. But anyways, she's trying to open the door. She's sitting there being like, "You almost hit my kid." And so my sister starts recording and gets this girl telling me to get out the car. And granted, I know I've said it before, I'm like 5'1", like 150 pounds.
Carol's little.
115, not 150. 115 pounds, and like this girl had almost a foot on me and probably like 100 pounds on me. So like, I'm not stupid. I don't think, you know, oh, I could take anyone. It's not at all like that. I mean, I could defend myself if it really comes down to it, because we're in Texas.
Just to stop you for a second, I'm actually green on the day. I just scalped AMD as it broke under 75 cents. I'm going to keep trying to update you guys. Tesla's still dropping, and so just giving you guys an update on the actual market right now, what the market's actually doing. Go ahead, baby. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's good. Anyways, so she's trying to get me to get out the car, and I'm like, look, like, you're so worried. It was her daughter, and I was like, you're so worried about your daughter, like, where's your daughter? Because honestly, it bothered me at that point that she came to my window and was trying to get me to get out whenever I wasn't even driving, like, and we didn't even do anything wrong. Like, my sister didn't do anything wrong in the first place, right? And she's sitting there yelling at us, and like, at this point, she's causing a scene. People, like, the guy who collects the buggies and like the carts and brings them back to the store, he's like sitting there and he's trying to get the carts, but he's sitting there like watching this woman just lose it, you know what I mean? And I finally, I kind of had enough, and I was like, you know what, get on with your time, go shopping and do what you need to do. Like, I'm not trying to engage with you in this, you know, little stunt you're pulling, you know. And I was just done, like, you know. So anyways, she walks away and so then the mom comes over. They were waiting at the front door by the store. And the mom comes over, and I'm kind of thinking she's coming over here to be like, all right, look, everyone's kind of, you know, there's been the coronavirus, and now we're about to get hit with this hurricane. You know, everyone's tensions are high. I was thinking that she was coming over to the window to, like,
apologize.
Just
not even apologize, just blow it up. Like drop it.
It's,
you know what I mean?
And because ultimately, like another woman had saw it, and she was leaving, and she drove by when the younger girl went to the store before the mom came over, and she was like, hey, like, I saw what happened, like, they were basically right behind us, and they saw, like, we waited, like, we didn't know much sense.
Right, y'all were patient and let them go.
Yeah, we were patient and let them wait, and, like, she was like, yeah, I saw what happened, you know, y'all didn't do anything wrong. She was like, yeah, they're acting crazy. And, like, she actually said that's like trailer trash, like, that kind of stuff doesn't really happen around here. Not to be, like, judgmental, but, like, it was like, who does that? You know what I mean? You don't start yelling in the middle of the parking lot, acting like a crazy woman. So anyways, the mom, apparently, or the grandmother, comes over, and she's like, hey, could you roll your window down? And like I said, I'm thinking that she's like squashing it, basically, being like, hey, look, we're just gonna move on with our day, kind of thing. And so me thinking that, and granted, I should have known better, as soon as I roll down my window, she starts sticking her finger in my face like this, which that is, to me, one of the most disrespectful things you could do, because I don't know you, I'm not your child, you don't get to scold me or teach me a lesson, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I don't know you, like, I'm an adult, you don't get to treat me like that, because, you know. And so I'm like, and maybe this is the nice way of saying it, but I was like, get your finger out of my face. Yeah. And she...
a little bit less cursing, but yeah, that was it. Just, you know.
Yeah, and because at this point I had it. Like, I'm trying to get what I need and get back to the house with John and the kids. And as soon as I said, get your finger out of my face, she grabs the window and sticks her entire face into the window. Like, she's not wearing a mask. She sticks her entire face into the window. And, like, I kind of had to, like, open the door to kind of get her, because she was invading my space.
So, like, push her out the way.
Yeah, to get her out of my face. Because this, I mean, obviously this lady is unhinged. You know what I mean? Like, she's... You know, and I'm sure everyone in the chat
It's kind of on edge, man. Listen, the hurricane was hitting. That's probably all it was.
Yeah.
Like, hurricane hitting.
Well, even with stressful situations, like, most people have enough self-control to not allow themselves to become so, you know,
wrapped up in
yeah, like, you know, if you have enough self-control, you're not going to behave like that. Like, if something happens, if it's bad, you call the police and you report it. If it's not, you move on with your life, you know what I mean? And like, and eventually this woman walked away, and like, it was a mess. And then as, like, I wanted to just go in because it's the store that I normally shop at, and I'm not gonna let some people acting like that deter me from living my life or doing,
basically, you know, these two people were like a crazy Karen.
Yeah,
you know, these were
definitely Karens.
Like, they were just mad. They just wanted to start a scene. Like, they were just a bunch of Karens, man. And like, they should have just went about their day and like moved on with their day. But they wanted to Karen it that day, and so that's what they did. But they probably didn't get the response they were looking for.
I
but
think
like,
that they're Karens every day, to be completely real. Like this.
Well, they were trying to Karen it, and you know, if you get a Karen, you just kind of tell them what's up. Like, look.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and the other thing that was kind of notable, you know, was that this woman, the older woman, she put eyeliner on, like really thick, like navy eyeliner. And maybe most people wouldn't care about this, but I just thought it was amusing. And it was just on the bottom, and it was so thick. I'm sure y'all have seen people like that, like the whole lower lid. So like, and nothing on the top. So like, I figured that was so that if she kind of eyes people down, and she could really show them that she's mad and like has an issue with you, like to really give you the stink eye. That was my theory. But anyways, but my sister, she didn't feel comfortable. You know, she lives in San Francisco, and she lives in San Francisco, and like the way that they kind of interact with each other is very different there. Like if someone comes up to you and does that, she said that they call it aggressing, like someone aggressed you, basically. She said that that's how they kind of term it over there in San Francisco.
Man, they need to find something else to do over there in San Francisco, man.
Well, I mean...
Not your sister. I'm just saying that's like a dumb thing. Like, look.
Well, basically, it's just the term. I mean, because it's just a different culture there, you know? And it's not... I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, you know. But, yeah, she was like, that's how they would term it. And, anyway, she just didn't feel comfortable going in. Because, honestly, the way
I wouldn't have gone in either, man. You got a bunch of drama at the store. I'm going to go to another store that day. I'm not trying to... You got to avoid that drama.
But you understand my perspective of, like, I shop here, and I'm not going to change... Like, I'm not going to let these crybabies...
Yeah, I get
and, like, drama, you know... Drama kind of... I'm not gonna let them change what I do.
I understand.
And so... But yeah, and so we ended up leaving and going back. And I actually ended up calling, just reporting it, because it was like, I've been shopping here for years, like 6 years now, and like I've never seen that even happen, you know? Like I've never seen it even in the parking lot or experienced it myself, someone behaving like that. And honestly, like, to be realistic, there are probably people who go around looking for that kind of thing to kind of start drama, basically, or to say you almost hit my granddaughter type, you know. Just
want to be drama full time.
Anyways, but yeah, I've never experienced anything like that. But I didn't.
Yeah.
I have trouble when people kind of treat me like that, especially if I don't know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways.
All right, I'm tacking AMD here. We got the break of this previous closing price. I nailed a little bit of a short. Yeah, we're just telling stories here, guys, because my wife Carol's joining us for the stream. And, you know, it's just it kills time. We can hang out, tell some stories, you know, make it a little bit more entertaining. You know what I mean? So, y'all will be alright. It's late in the day. Nothing's really moving. And it's just a little slow, to be honest. So, I mean, you know, we got some stuff making some moves, but it's a little dull right now, guys. So we're telling stories, hanging out, you know.
Yeah, we're in a tropical storm right now.
See, Jerome wants another story. I don't know if I got one, man.
Let me think.
I got a bunch of stories, really.
How much longer? How much longer are you planning on going? I might have to
about 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
I'll be back. I gotta go check on the kids and make sure they're okay. But I'll be back in a couple minutes, and I'll try to think of a story.
Yeah. All right.
You know. All right, y'all. I'll be back.
All right. All right, we're green in mid and high caps, down in penny stocks, which is all right. I mean, we don't have anything too crazy going on right now. AMD breaks under this 75 level. We're gonna short into it again. This light blue line right here is the previous closing price. I don't know, social. I'm not really. Yeah, that's right. Kyle, what's up, MGK? What's up, bro? Tell us a skate story if you have time. I mean, And I don't really have anything super entertaining with regard to like skateboarding. Like I used to skateboard, I haven't in years. I could still do a double kickflip though. I had a friend bet me that I couldn't double kickflip, and it had been a year since I skated. I stopped skating when I was like 15, but like I could still do like a double kickflip, you know, tray flip, varial heel flip, kickflip, grind. I could still do a bunch of stuff, but I don't really skate much anymore. What's up, Diego? What's up, bro? Yeah, it's just a boring day, guys. So like we're telling stories, we're hanging out. There's not much else to do. And I mean, we still got over 200 people in here, so apparently people like it, you know. people. Hey, listen, you're bored in today's market? Hang out with us. All right, so we hold this as resistance. We're shorting back into this thing. We open up a new candle though. I've been shorting AMD, scalping it mostly, Tar. We need another candle though. I mean, I'll short into it. We start to break under. All right, we're with 75 shares. We'll see what we get here. All right, we're about break even here. 75 shares. We're about to open up a new candle here, which is good, I think. There we go. 72s. I mean, a huge squeeze up quickly for AMD. I'm gonna let it test the previous closing price. Over 75, I'm out. Well, quick stop out there, but we're still about break even. Just nothing too crazy. I want to let the previous closing price battle here, and we'll still short into this one if it breaks underneath it, but I don't really want to play Tesla like that. Let's see what the market is actually doing. NTN just broke down. Market's tanking too, rebounding a little bit now though. SEC filings, like, I'll have to check back into that. Let me see. I'll look into it. I'm still in AMD, or I'm still not in AMD, I'm out of AMD, but I'm still watching it. We're gonna look under 75. Hey, I appreciate that, Tar. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm really actually pumped about the channel, guys, because it's like, we're getting some videos that are going kind of viral here. So like I could put out stock pick videos, and like I think a lot of channels are putting out stock pick videos, and stock pick videos will get a lot more initial viewers in the beginning, but like my channel's been picking up some like viral views from specifically some of our strategy scalping videos, and so like we're getting thousands and thousands of views in our scalping videos that we've been putting out. And I've noticed like they're slower initially, but they've been picking up in search, and so we could look at like a bunch of these videos have been just going crazy. So I'm super pumped about it, to be honest. You know, a lot of we got 3 or 4 of my videos that I've put out in the last 3 months that are, you know, getting in hundreds and hundreds of views a day, months later, and I think eventually they're gonna get over, you know, 40-50,000 views, which is really cool. I'm actually really excited about it, and yeah, like I said, you guys want to help support the channel, you know, hit up our videos, click that like and subscribe button, and yeah, we're gonna keep dropping content just like that. SPY dropping down a little bit. It's kind of pulling AMD and these down too. We're gonna wait. Right, exactly, Rumos. Like, stock pick videos are only relevant for about a week. You know, after a week, they're less relevant, and so there's a ceiling with regard to the views that a stock pick video will ultimately get, right? But the strategy videos, while they grow slower initially, once they get picked up in search, they really start to fly, you know, and they have an unlimited potential. Like, those are the videos that you're going to see that get 40, 50, 60,000 views. And like I said, just by the rate of growth for some of these latest videos, they're going to get... I know at least some of them are going to get like 50, 60, 70,000 views. Yeah?
Can't tell this one, but with no name.
Scott? No. Here, look. No, here, look. Here. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna undo. Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
So anyways, alright, so I have another story. This one will be quicker. Not as long and drawn out. And I apologize. I know that my storytelling skills aren't always that
Don't apologize, man. You're good. Do your thing, David.
Yeah. So anyways, so this one's about when Maddie got her ears pierced. Alright, so like I was big and pregnant with Jack. Maddie was probably like 4 or 5 years old.
Oh yeah, I remember this story.
And she wanted to get her ears pierced. So we went up, I think we were living in this little townhome when we first moved out of the city. And
out of Houston.
Yeah, out of Houston. And we were kind of looking for a house, but Maddie wanted to get her ears pierced. And I told her, you know, when she
must have
ready,
been like, what, like 5 at the time?
Yeah, I think so. And and I told her, I was like, you know, when you're ready, just tell me, and I'll bring you to get your ears pierced. So finally she said she wanted to, and we had this Walmart right kind of not even half a mile from where we live. So we went up there because I knew that they did ear piercing. But when we got there, the ear piercing person wasn't there. But they sold these little ear piercing kits where it's got the little gun where you could put the earring cartridge in the gun and then you could do it, basically.
Hold on, wait, I gotta stop you right there. Hero says you look like a red apple today. You know?
This is Hero. Wait, that's Hero. Hey, Hero.
Barty.
Thank you.
Right.
So anyways, we get this little, like, the little earring gun, basically. And we go back home. And like I said, I'm, like, big and pregnant. I'm probably, like, this was, like, a week before
she's, like, Jack. 9 months pregnant, basically.
Yeah, like, I'm, like,
8 or
big
9
and
months.
pregnant. But I had, like, pierced my ears when I was a teenager and, like...
I pierced my ears as a teenager, too, with the safety pin. Like, they're still pierced. You can still see my ears. They're actually still pierced from me as a teenager. Rocking some diamonds.
Yeah, he used to wear, when we first got together, he used to wear some of my earrings too.
Yeah, I remember I had like, well, no, you had like gauges that I would wear.
Yeah. And
but
so, anyways,
long time ago. I'm grown now, you know.
Yeah. So anyways,
kinda grown.
Kinda.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
But anyways, so we go home and like, we do the first one and like, apparently the earring kind of got stuck in the gun. So like, I did the first one and like, Maddie kind of freaked out because...
Oh, she freaked out, bro. She was not having...
She wasn't happy because...
At all.
So basically the earring, it's like in this little cartridge and like the earring, the earring post like basically goes through the ear and the back gets put on it, but like the earring and the back kind of were stuck in this little cartridge. So I kind of had a second to get them out basically and like kind of settle her down, and so we did that. But then when it came to do the other one, she was like
not having it, bro. She was
didn't
not
want
into
to.
that.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it, and like I was like, well, Maddie, if we don't do the other one, then we got to take this one out because you can't just have one ear pierced, you know. And I was like, and if we take it out, you're gonna have a little scar tissue right there, and it might kind of affect when you do it again. You know. So anyways, so we spend like an hour trying to like kind of distract her and like watching TV, trying to get her to calm down and be like, oh look, it's okay, you know. And like she was not having it, anytime I was like, because eventually I got to the point where I was like, all right, look, I'm just, as soon as she's kind of distracted, I'll just get it, you know, I'll do it, and it'll be done.
Yeah.
And eventually I was able to. I was like, oh no, I feel bad doing that too, because I feel
She was like, oh, I just want to look at that.
Yeah,
we had to. She wasn't going to let us. We were like, oh,
Yeah.
we just want to look at this right here. We're not going to do it. Bam!
Yeah, and I feel bad about that because I don't want to like betray her trust, you know what I mean?
You got to do what you do as a parent.
But I knew that once we did it, that she would be happy. Like once we just got it done and it was done with, she would be happy about it. Well, initially she was kind of pissed.
Yeah.
But finally I was like, well, look how beautiful, you know, look how
so
beautiful your
pretty.
ears. Like, yeah, and I was like, and I think we had told her once we do the other one, we'll go get some ice cream.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we'll go to Marble Slab and
I remember
we'll
that.
get some ice cream. So finally we get it and we go
Yeah.
and we're sitting there eating ice cream and she goes
The most egotistical thing I've ever heard in my life.
She's got her newly pierced ears.
She's got
and
earrings.
She's, sitting there,
She's got ice cream.
Yeah,
you know?
she's sitting there and she's like, this ice cream reminds me of how beautiful I am.
Yeah. Maddie, you know,
Yeah.
so humble. She goes,
Yeah.
this ice cream reminds me of just how beautiful I am.
Yeah.
And Carol and I both just crack up laughing. We're like, wow, Maddie,
Yeah.
how humble of you.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, that's how Maddie got her ears pierced. And
Yeah.
they've been pierced since. She's kept them, and they didn't like heal up or anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's the story.
And then like a week later, I
Yeah.
had Jack. So but yeah, and then there was one time too when we lived downtown, and Houston is like notorious, like it gets like 2 inches of rain and everything just floods. And there was one time, I think Maddie was at school, and we were having a
Something
run.
about the flood.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
remember
were
that.
running around, and it was the day that Alabama and LSU were playing.
Yeah. Bama and LSU was 2011. Bama and LSU were playing.
Was it 2011?
It was 2011. Bama and LSU were playing. We got beat by Bama that day.
Yeah, well, that was later on in the day.
And like Carol's trying to drive through the flood. I'll partially tell this, but Carol's trying to drive through the flood, right? But like I've
Well,
driven
we
in
have to-
flood water
we have to
before.
get home,
Well, no, listen, I've driven in flood water before, so I try to stop her, and I'm like, look, you don't have that. Like, do not go down this road because it's super flooded, right? She's got like a brand new Toyota, you know, car, right? And I'm like, don't go down that road. It's super flooded. And so she doesn't listen to me, and she drives down this road.
Well, what was I supposed to do?
You were
like,
supposed to stop and pull over,
Well, no. So if I would have stopped, we would have been stuck. Cause like.
and we were, and that would have been fine.
Well, no. So we were on the side of the interstate. Basically, there's the interstate, and like if we were to be able to get on the interstate, we would have been fine. And like I felt like I remember like it was getting close to the time where I was gonna have to go pick Maddie up from school. And I was like, all right, well, I gotta get home, you know, I gotta get back on the other side of town. And so we're trying to, because the only way I would have been able to get up on the interstate is if I basically reversed and went backwards, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And so there's this dip, basically, and then a stoplight, and then right after that is the entrance ramp. And I'm like, all right. And also there were trucks that were kind of going through. And I was kind of like, well, if I could just kind of follow in the wake of one of these trucks and just keep my foot on the gas, because basically if you're going through, as long as it's not too deep, if you keep your foot on the gas so that water doesn't get sucked up into your exhaust pipe, because when you take your foot off the gas, you know. And so I'm like, well, I'll just do this. And so I'm trying to follow this truck, but this truck starts going through. It was like a van or something.
Yeah.
And it starts to chicken out halfway through the water. And so I end up having to go kind of around them.
Now, that truck made the right decision in that moment. That truck did the right thing.
Well, no, they were already in the water.
I know, but they pulled aside and you know.
Well, no, they got through it, but they kind of started to chicken
Truck,
out.
though.
And I'm kind of behind. No, it was a van. It was
Whatever.
like a van. And I have to kind of end up going around them, and I ended up kind of having to go up on this curve and kind of around. And I ended up pulling up. It was like this sloped driveway up, and it was like a storage unit place where there was a bunch of other people parked. And so I get up the little hill out of the water, basically, and everything now, it's like electric start. Like the car was like one of those push start. You push the button and it starts. And once I got up there in the driveway, the car just, died.
croaked on us, man.
Yeah, like it was.
And I tried to warn her, like, I've lost a car doing the same thing. Like, during Hurricane Katrina, I had my favorite car in the world. It was a H22 Prelude. It was like a 97 Honda Prelude. My favorite car in the world at the time.
Yeah.
During Katrina, it was either Katrina or Gustav. I was in my friend's neighborhood. I was kind of, to be honest, I was kind of partying. This was, 15 years ago. And I was kind of partying. We were having like a hurricane party or something. And the whole road was flooded. And I tried to go down my friend Kareem's street. I was on my friend Kareem's street. And the water was terrible. And I was like, nah, I got that. And so I started to drive down. And before I know it, the water's at like my headlights. and I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided to try to bail on my car. And so I opened the door and water just floods in. And my car is literally like floating down the street.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the insurance didn't pay for it. But it was my fault.
You did.
But like, yeah.
But yeah, so basically.
But that taught me that lesson. So when Carol tried to do it, I was like, nah, you ain't got that. You ain't got that.
Yeah.
And then she didn't.
Yeah.
And blew the motor.
Yeah, we had to fix the car. And I remember we had to get a ride by the tow truck driver.
Yeah.
And, anyways. But yeah, that was probably, if you were like 15 or 16, that was probably.
Oh, when I lost Katrina?
Well,
no,
yeah,
I was
Katrina.
like 17.
Or yeah, you're 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Katrina. We had this from my dad's house. The story that I told on Friday about the house getting broken into over and over again, or like people trying to break in. It was at that house, and there was like a golf course behind our house, and we were always really close with our neighbor. But like I remember when it would rain really hard, we would get skim boards. Like they're the really thin wooden skim boards basically, and we always had these huge puddles that we would skim board in. This was the same golf course. I remember I told a story one time about how the golf course had kind of flooded, and it was all dumping into this pond. And on this golf course, there was always like cottonmouth, like there was a lot of venomous snakes. And someone had dared me and my friend to jump in the pond, and like I jumped in and he didn't, basically. But like it was on that same golf course. So we were out there playing, basically. I don't even know what my parents were thinking with that, like letting us kind of run around and play while it was storming like that. But anyways, we ended up losing power for like 2 weeks. And then eventually my neighbor was like, he called the electric company and said, basically, hey, y'all need to come out and fix it. And then I think he told them that, well, if y'all don't come out here, my neighbor's trying to crawl up the pole and fix it himself. And then they ended up coming out.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys, I'm probably going to close it down. I'm not seeing anything. I don't really feel like getting in anything. Just nothing really looks that interesting, guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. About break even and everything, I might be up or down. I think I'm up a little bit at mid and high caps, and I'm down about $20 in penny stocks, which is all right. But just nothing really moved like I wanted it to, unfortunately. And so we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. I'm going to go ahead and finish the stream, though. So good luck, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Love you all. Good luck in the markets team. And also, guys, before I close it down, actually, I didn't post any links today. So if you want to help support the channel, if you're overseas, you can still use TradeNet. You get 14,000 in buying power. If you don't live in the US, you can sign up. The base package gives you 14K in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade and short stocks, 70-30 profit split, and it's $400. They did pay me my money, so I was able to get my withdrawal from them. And so with that, I'm going to post the link again. But yeah, if you want to check them out, there's the link for that. Like I said, people hate on them, but they did process my withdrawal, and I've heard from a lot of other people that they process their withdrawals too. So they pay you when you make money on there. So with that, go check it out. If you're overseas, you can still take advantage of it. If you're in the US, you can't. Unfortunately, you can also go check out Webull. If you sign up for Webull and deposit $100, you get a free stock for doing so. It's got free paper trading, zero commission stock and options trading, and it allows you to do a lot of dope stuff with it. So I'll post this link here. If you are in the US and you want to use a funded account program similar to TradeNet, there are some differences, but if you are in the US and you want to use a funded account program similar to that, you can check out the Toro Challenge. Now, the way it works is this is a subscription-based funded account challenge, and so they give you a subscription-based challenge account. The base package is $2.99 a month if you pay monthly, and it's $2.99 a month if you pay monthly, and it's $160 roughly if you pay quarterly. So pretty cheap if you pay quarterly. They give you a 25K challenge account, and if you can make $1,500 in profit while following the rest of their rules, they legit fund you 25 grand, and then there's a profit split, and they refund you your actual subscription cost. And so if you actually accomplish the challenge and beat it, they refund you the subscription cost, so you get your money back regardless, and then they fund you 25 grand with the profit split. And so it's a really fun thing. I'll post this link there as well. And with all that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, team. So good luck in the markets. We'll see you guys later. The market's kind of rebounding right now, so unless you're playing reversal strategies, I'm just not really seeing anything that I like in this market. So I'm going to go ahead and head on out of here, guys. Everybody thank Carol for showing up. You love the story time. There's the Toro Challenge link if you want to check that out, guys. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, so good luck in the markets, team. We'll see you guys a little bit later. And let me see if I got anything else. Oh, also, guys, go check out Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas, legitimately the best scanners in the market. They're what's showing me what's moving right now. Trade Ideas is what's telling me what's going on. Again, go check out my video from yesterday. It's breaking down the new system, not the new system, but a new strategy that I'm actually adding to my system that I have so far. Make sure to smash the like button on this video, click the bell, turn on notifications, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. So good luck in the markets. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, team, and we'll see you all later.
All right, bye, y'all. Have a good one. I'm sure I'll see y'all soon.
Huh? Oh, you want the Amazon link? There's the video. Yeah, if you want the Amazon link, I got you. Right, let me find it.
Alright, y'all.
Alright, baby.
Alright, bye, y'all. Have a good one.
Alright, guys.
We'll see y'all later.
Good luck. Here's the Amazon link if you want it. Sorry, guys. I forgot that last link. Also, all you gotta do is click on this link one time every day. Help support the channel. Click it one time, you know. But I'm out of here, team. Good luck. Yeah, hit that Amazon link, team. Click it one time. Later, guys.